All right, Shalom Akim, Zahab Spirit Wind Judah of the GMS Mississippi Camp, giving all honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Ruel, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right, this is the quote from the author Napoleon Hill. It says, "If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self." Okay? So, coming back into our heritage as Israelites, we're going back into the Eastern way of thinking. And the Eastern way of thinking is all about self-control. All right? The Eastern way of thinking is all about self-control. So, you're going to need self-control to really immerse your spirit into this word. Now, you're going to have battles. You're going to have struggles, but your mindset should be, controlling yourself. And this is off the point of brothers having afflictions in their own flesh. You know how it is being a young man. Esau has all these little distractions out, these bread and circuses out in Babylon, and you find yourself pleasuring yourself, uh, spending a lot of time basically watching filth on the internet. Now, is it a sin? We know it. We know that it's not a sin, but the scriptures also says, "What prove thy soul in thy life, and that which is evil for it, give not that unto it." Okay, so although we have the laws, we have liberty to seek out things that are evil for us, so we can avoid those things. And if you find these things to be a detriment and not a benefit, you want to make an effort to avoid these things. All right, this is Romans 7:18. "For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not." So the nature of the nature of us is a basic animal instinct, okay? And that's what's dwelling in you. That no good thing is your flesh. And that flesh is basically this primal beast, man. All right? That's not satisfied, man. Okay? So if I could pull out a scripture right quick. Your flesh is not satisfied with lust, man. That's the nature of your flesh. That's why when it comes to pleasuring yourself, you can find yourself being consumed in a virtual world for hours and hours and hours, man. And that clouds your mind, and it keeps you from growing. Okay, it keeps you from being introspective and studying yourself, because when you clear your head, you become keen not only to the world around you, but to the world inside of your mind. All right. All right. Proverbs 27:20. "Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied." So that goes right into the situation at hand, or the topic at hand. The eyes are never satisfied, man. Going back to Romans 7:18, "I know that within me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing." All right. And this is for brothers, either they have a woman or they don't have a woman. And what I want to push in this lesson is, if a brother happens to be single, that's not the end all. That's not the end of the world, man. All right, if you're single, that's gold, man. But you have to labor for that gold, man. It's golden to be so-called single, man. It's golden to not have a woman. You're a young man, you got that libido, but what you want to practice, not being conquered by your libido all the time, so you can make a mental space in your mind to consume the word, man. Okay? Because we're in the flesh, and you're going to make mistakes, whether it's one thing or another, but you want to practice self-discipline, okay? That's when you really grow. That's when you really utilize your time of being alone, okay? From there, we're going to get the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 1. It says, "Through desire, a man having separated himself, seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom." So a man that has separated himself from society or just kind of unplugged from the world, or he might be alone. All right. He seeketh the inner melody with all wisdom. But Esau has these distractions now that even if you're alone, you can find yourself in the cyber world getting caught up in all types of filth, man. Okay? Which is not helpful for you spiritually, mentally, or physically, but it's very insidious, and we've all fallen into it. Most of us have fallen into it. See if I can get 1 Corinthians 7. I'm going to see where I can start at. 1 Corinthians 7 and 32. But I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to Yahweh, how he may please Yahweh. But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. So really, for brothers that don't have a woman, the Most High wants you in that spirit, because that's a spirit you are to please the Most High. But once you get that woman, your mindset shifts, because now you have a whole other responsibility that you have to take care of. And if you turn around and impregnate that woman, now you have two responsibilities outside of yourself that you have to take care of, man. And that's hard as hell, man. All right, to have a job, have a woman, have offspring. All right, we really ain't got time to be building like that. How are we going to build and we're corporate slaves? Being a corporate slave means that you work from paycheck to paycheck, okay? I'm going to get there real quick. Then I'm going to get back to the point, okay? Limitations, I think it's 5. Yeah. Lamentations 5 and 4. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. All right, what does it mean we have drunken our water for money? We pay for our water, man. Don't you have a water bill? Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. Imagine that applying to you and you got a bunch of kids, man. And this is not for brothers that already have a family. If you got a family, then you got to be responsible, okay? But this is for the brothers that think that they're double cursed because they don't have a woman, man. All right, but no, there's a movement on the internet called NoFap, and it's a movement that encourages men to stop watching filth. But the result of that is, if you don't have a woman, it shows you the value of being alone so you can develop yourself, man. All right, brothers think that once they get that woman, all the pain gonna go away, man. A woman is hell. A woman is hell, man. In Babylon, having a woman is hell, man. Okay. So the thing is, that for brothers who don't have a woman, you have to find your balance without having a woman, man. All right? You have to find your balance as a single man, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, even once you get a woman, the eye's not satisfied with seeing, man. All right? The flesh is never satisfied, all right? So the flesh never being satisfied, all right? You're going to seek another woman. You probably more than likely are going to eventually want another woman, okay? All right, you're never Salak Akim. You're never going to be satisfied, man. Okay? Let me get another quote right quick. All right? It's a little Einstein quote. This is for brothers. Hopefully this will be helpful for brothers. Hopefully this will be helpful for brothers, who need to find that balance without having a woman. You have to remember, no temptation of taking you but such as have come to man. But the Most High is faithful, that he will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. So why would the Most High put you in a position to where you just destroy yourself, man? Nah, he wants you to suffer, but that's how you grow, man. That's how you build strength. When you don't have a woman, you don't have all your needs met. But that hardens your spirit, because the bigger picture is he's preparing you for these dark times, man. The Most High is molding soldiers, man. Okay? This is a quote from Einstein. It says, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Okay? Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. So, brothers in this truth, young men in this truth, you have to learn how to be productive. Not just in the spirit. Yeah, you got to read. But as young men, you really have to do something with that vigor that you have. You're in your teens, 20s, 30s. All right, you having troubles in the flesh, watching online filth. That's the result if you really not utilizing the energy, man. Okay, like I said, we're in the flesh, and that could inevitably happen anyway, even if you are somebody that's always working out, always expending your energy. But that's a clue that you need to find an outlet that requires you expending energy, man. And one good example is running, man. One thing that I find to be very beneficial is running. Now, for you, it might be another form of exercising, but long as it requires you to sort of, get your heart pumping, clear your head, clear your mind, hey, do it. And the key thing is if you can do it the first thing in the morning, or as soon as you get off work, or as soon as you get off school. But this thing that you're going to be doing, this activity that you're going to be doing, the way that it's effective against these little online addictions is that either you do it as soon as you get up in the morning, or as soon as you get off work, or as soon as you get out of school. Okay? So I'm going to get a few benefits of running, man. Okay? Running benefits. All right, and I got some written down as well, so I'll also get those benefits. All right, but it's very important, man. All right, because the Most High gave you energy. The Most High gave you time and energy. So the reason why you find yourself in a self-destructive position because your energy more than likely hasn't been utilized to its greatest potential. You have to read, but you more than likely need an outlet to expend your energy before you read, man. And you have to do it daily with the exception of the Sabbath, okay? 12 powerful reasons you should start running. Let's see if they got some pretty good points. Let's see. And what I'll do, brothers can read this website, but I actually have benefits written down. So I'm just going to read the benefits that I have written down for time's sake. And these are personal benefits of running. It says better sleep, more confidence, more ambition, a sharper mind, helps to stop your problem with desiring to watch filth over the internet. It tones up your body, more energy throughout the day, more attentive, and greater aptitude for knowledge. All right. But one of the best natural medicines to heal your mind from the toxic things you've engaged in by watching the internet is running. Another very beneficial thing is fasting. Fasting helps reset your mind, okay? It's like if your mind was a computer, fasting would be the reboot button. Another healthy thing to help cleanse your mind is detoxing, all right? Going on a detox. But something that I find very beneficial is exercising daily. And the key with exercising is, you do it either as soon as you get up, as soon as you get off work, or as soon as you get out of school, okay? Because one of the key things with your flesh, as a man or a young man, you can't sit there and linger around. You can't just sit there and watch irrelevant stuff on social media or YouTube. Before you even watch the videos or before you even read, you need to find you a physical outlet, man. Okay? Because the scriptures does say what bodily exercise profit of little, because doing pull-ups not gonna get you into the kingdom. All right, but the scriptures also speaks about the benefits of exercising, man, and the importance of being physically fit, man. Okay, I'm going to get Ecclesiasticus. Is it verse 30? I believe it's chapter 33. Let me see. All right, because I didn't even have this written down. I'm somewhat going in the spirit. See, just give me 1 second. I know I'm getting close. Just bear with me 1 second. Satan will do that to me because, well, here's another good point. I'll read it right quick. the book of Sirach 30 and 25. A cheerful and good heart will have care of his meat and diet. Because going back to letting go of this little addiction, if you eat more plant-based food, all right, or if you eat food that comes from the earth, if you eat what they call whole food diet, okay, they kind of cleanse your spirit. All right, a lot of that filth can is a result of a poor diet, believe it or not. When you eat more plant-based food, or food that comes from the earth, you know what I'm saying, a grass-fed food at the same time, that cleanses your spirit out, man. Okay? And I'm kind of fervent about finding this particular scripture. I know brothers that could find it. Okay, I'll go back to that. The other thing that I want to get into is some of the effects of watching filth, okay? I wanted to get into the effects of watching filth. And when I say filth, I mean porn, okay? This is the effects of watching filth that I have written down. It says, always tired, non-penis. All right, and I just got that written down because if you are somebody that watches that consistently, you don't feel any sensation when you actually get with a woman in a lot of cases. You find yourself in a position where you can't really ejaculate, or you don't get any pleasure because you've been beating it out of you. You've been numbing your penis by watching filth all day, okay? No connection with women because your senses are numb, all right? Your mind is cloudy. Boring sex, low sex drive, all right? Because you wasted most of your energy in cyber world, man, in cyberspace, all right? A filthy mind, poor short-term memory is actually proven that watching filth all day, all right, it weakens your short-term memory, all right? Fail to commitments because you'll find yourself being easily distracted and sidetracked. It lowers your standards because really the only thing you just want is some piece of meat, man. Not realizing that this woman could ruin your life in real life. These women that you're out here in the world lusting out, there's nothing wrong with being sexually attracted to these women because they're half naked anyway. But, you know, we are royal people and we're supposed to carry ourselves with standards, okay? It says degenerate your soul because when you constantly feed the flesh like that, you're feeding that old man. So you might not be sinning per se, but you're feeding that old man, that nigga inside you, man. All right? You lose motivation because you have low energy, all right? Because your mind thinks that you've conquered everything, but you didn't. It was a false achievement, all right? Mind fog, you zoning out, and more, man, a lot more. These are just a few things that I've written down, man, all right? And I just go back to that scripture. So I can find this other scripture, Sirach 18. Here's Sirach 18 and 30. Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thy appetites. So like I said, we're supposed to be practicing not being conquered by self. Going back to that quote by Napoleon Hill, he who does not conquer self will be conquered by self, man. All right. You're going to find out that a lot of your character flaws or a lot of your shortcomings comes from you not making an effort to conquer yourself, man. Conquer your lower self, so to speak, man. All right. But I hope I made my point pretty clear, man, that, you know, the main thing brothers should try to do, or the main things brothers should make an effort to do, is find the gold in your situation, man. And within this truth, man, being alone is golden, man. If you're going to deal with the hustle and bustle of a job and 9 to 5 and dealing with Esau, at least you can go home to a peace of mind. But you want to practice overcoming these little internet problems and these little self-control problems so you can actually utilize the time that you have being alone. Utilizing the time meaning you may read more, all right? You might have little hobbies, all right, that's good for your spirit, all right? But you'll develop yourself and you'll grow yourself, man. You'll be more connected and in tune with the present. But with that, I hope you brothers are edified. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakwadash. All right, also want to give double honors to the apostles, great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the elect. And like I said, once again, once you overcome that little hurdle, you'll get more in tune with the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. That's what he really wants you to do, man. All right, the war is within. All right, the war is within. But with that, I hope your brothers are edified. Till the next time, shalom.